Hi there. Welcome, friend. Welcome to Homekeepers. You have time to just grab a hot cup of tea and join me? Boy, that would be great. I am so glad that you're there. I hope you'll stay with us for the entire program. And every day I like to say, if you're a brand new visitor to the program, I want you to know you're welcome. I hope you feel that. The program is called Homekeepers. And we try to deal with anything and everything that affects the home. You know what? That's anything and everything. So we're not going to run out of any topics, not very, very soon. And to you regular viewers, you are faithful, you keep us on the air. I want you to know how loved you are, really, truly. Got a good program today because we're talking about something that I would say 99% of all the people are very interested in, certainly all Americans, and that's money and what God has to say about money. And I have a guest here who is a young man who got very interested in this subject at the age of 14 and has established through the years a wealth management business. And he wrote this book. I mean, this is kind of just an in-your-face title, Ty, the Living Testimony, and my guest is Andrew McNair. This is such an interesting subject, and some people just go, oh, don't say that. I'm sorry, I don't apologize for one word in the scripture, and there's so much in there about money and how you're supposed to handle it. It's very interesting. I was married to a great preacher, and he's been in heaven for many years. But he had a little booklet out called, the name of the book was called The Preacher's Unpardonable Sin. And what the essence of the message was, people will forgive a preacher for anything except preaching about money. But I feel that I would be negligent if I didn't bring you this kind of guest. So this is the neatest book. It's got the greatest paper and the greatest font. Anybody, any age would enjoy this book. And I'm anxious for you to meet this young man and talk about this very, very important subject. And I'm going to join Stephanie. We're going to make a lemon chicken rice dish. I've tasted it. It is magnificent. Do you like those kind of one-dish meals that we put out there once in a while? I have a feeling a lot of families do that. Usually they're inexpensive and it can help you with your budget. So we'll join her with that. But before I do, I want to offer you this book by Andrew McNair. You're going to meet him just in a few minutes. Ty, the Living Testimony. And we'll send you this book for that gift of at least $15. I promise you, the way the book is laid out, anyone, young people who can read or grandpas would very much enjoy this book. I'm anxious to know why it's laid out the way it is, because it's absolutely charming. Got a lot of good information in it. But now I've joined Stephanie over here, and that information's on your screen to get that book. I hope you'll take advantage of it. And it's smelling so good in here.
It does smell really
Don't we owe the audience a little, last time
a little explanation?
Yes, because you really looked bad when you were trying to dump the monkey bread and it fell apart.
Yes.
And so we have an excuse.
Yeah, you know, this pan really isn't made for what we were doing it for. We were just trying.
And
everything got stuck in.
It's got a lot of little crevices.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Keith sent us this.
I love it. It's beautiful.
I love
but that's
this
for
pan.
a cake. It's not for monkey bread like we were making.
Because I have made a chocolate cake in there and then sprinkled it with powdered sugar.
And then it was beautiful,
Looked like
I'm
Mount
sure. And I'm sure
Rainier.
it came out of the pan like it was supposed to.
I love this pan. I take it home once in a while when I want to do something special.
Yep.
So anyway, we're always redeeming each other, aren't we?
We try.
Yeah. Okay, what do you want me to do? Just taste it? That'll be fine.
Well, no, I'm going to have you mix. You have a can of chicken broth. You have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and you have some lemon juice there. You're going to mix that all together.
Okay.
I have some butter in the pan, and I'm going to put some garlic in there.
This is really a tasty one.
Yeah. And I'm going to put, we have a carrot that's chopped up. We have a nice big onion that's chopped up. Oh, this smells so good.
And
we're going to saute this a little bit.
I tell you, the lemon is what gives it
a nice kick.
Now, you were off.
I was. It was fabulous.
For 2 weeks.
I came back in here and didn't know why I didn't have my pajamas on. No.
Did you do a lot of cooking over the
No,
holidays?
I didn't do much of anything.
Really?
I had plans to get so much accomplished, and it was like, oh, I got 2 weeks, I can do it.
Yeah.
I got a week, I can do it.
Yeah.
I still have a couple days.
Would your family like this dish?
Oh yeah, this is one I'm gonna make at home for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm gonna throw we have a pounded chicken that's just cut up here, sliced.
Yeah, and a pound of chicken breasts. This is the way you stretch it.
This is the way you stretch it.
I was
for
always-
sure.
You know, there's a lot of recipes on how to stretch the meat because that's what's expensive.
Right. You know, it's the beginning of, when we're taping this, it's the beginning of a new year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great time to sit down. You know, if you want to get started, write down your bills, you know, start creating a budget. Start, you know, preparing
Now,
for meals.
How long ago did you start on this financial
It's
journey?
been about 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the difference now after Christmas this year than it was 2 years ago?
It's great. You know, I can sleep. It's great to sleep. It's great to not lay in bed and cry and not know
Money
how you're
does
gonna.
keep you up.
It is.
doesn't
It really, really does. You know, it's nice to be on the same page with my husband. He understands. He agrees. He's on board with me, which helps tremendously.
I think that's really the only way it'll work.
Oh yeah, it would be really hard to do this.
Oh,
on
you know,
your
I'm going
own.
to tell you about this pastor. I spoke for him once in Indianapolis, and I'm on Facebook with him. But I think they've done a lot of Dave Ramsey stuff and all that. And so last year, I believe it was, they got all the statistics. I'm sure there were no names, but to find out the whole congregation, how badly they were in debt.
That
Wouldn't
would
that be interesting?
That would be interesting and scary.
And yeah, and in a year, they're going to see how much that debt's reduced.
Wow, that's awesome. A group effort. Okay, this really should be cooked through, but I'm going to continue on because it'll cook
It'll cook
as
anyway,
I go.
yeah.
The chicken, cook it till it's not pink anymore. Don't do what I'm doing, okay? So I have the chicken stock, I have lemon juice and cornstarch that I'm going to pour in here. And this is going to thicken up so nicely after it
And
cooks
this
for a
is
little bit.
frozen peas.
And a cup and a half of brown rice.
Yeah, and it's the instant.
Yep.
And we've got one here. I'll put it on here.
Yep. And then after this, I had a carrot jump right out of my pan. After this thickens up, you just put the rice in, you put the peas in, and you put it off to the side and you let it sit for 5 minutes, and those will cook.
And
the
I've
rice will-
already had a taste of this, and when those show's over, I'm going to have a plate full of it. So,
That's a good meal right there. You know, have some bread with that.
yeah, and if you want you know, crisp salad or something.
Yeah.
But this is the way it comes out. It's a real nice
It's
consistency.
very pretty.
So, if you would like this recipe, we'd be glad to send it to you. The information's coming up on your screen. Just write to me. You don't have to pay for it. I'll be glad for you to have it. And that's box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758. And ask for the recipe for lemon, chicken,
and rice.
And I guarantee this one. Stay with me. I want you to meet Andrew, my new best friend.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, just write to the address on your screen, or you can email your request to arthelene@rippy.org.
All right, I want you to meet Andrew. I could certainly be his grandmother. And you kind of knew what you wanted to do very, very early on, didn't you?
I did. I guess I'm one of those sick young people that knew what he wanted to do. I found my passion early on.
Oh, that's a good thing. What do you think stimulated it that you wanted to get into money management and so forth?
You know, that's a funny story. You know, I started, before I even opened my wealth management firm, I started at the age of 14, and I witnessed families and noticed families that really lived a blessed life. And it were those who were obedient and faithful to the biblical stewardship truths that I share within my book. And they, of course, they weren't all wealthy, but they all had everything they needed. And I also discovered early on that, you know, wealth comes in so many forms, Arthelene, and physically, spiritually, mentally, and some of that, one of the small ones is the wealth side, but I think Zig Ziglar put it really well when he said, you know, money will buy you a house, but it won't buy you a home. You know, money will buy you a bed, but it won't buy you a good night's sleep. And money will fill the offering plate, but it not necessarily fulfills you. So I discovered those truths early on.
I was showing Herman Bailey your book this morning before I came down here, and we were talking about the pathetic percentage of people in our churches who do not tithe. Because if everybody tithed, they'd never have to take up a missions offering or a special offering or this kind of offering at all. Everything would be taken care of. And he said there was one speaker who got up and said, everything that's needed to take care of the church's responsibilities at this point and, you know, and beyond, he said, is right here. He said the problem is it's still in your purse.
We have a transfer problem, not a money problem, huh?
Right. And you know, actually, Andrew, that saddens me because I know the blessing of tithing to the Lord. I've been a widow for over 30 years, and I have no husband, I have no business, I have nobody except the Lord. And He's always taken care of me, always. And like you, I learned very, very young to give 10% to the Lord. Doesn't that seem paltry when the government wants 40%? I think that's just obscene.
I know. Jesus said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, but Caesar takes a lot, doesn't he?
He does. You have some good quotes in here. In fact, I'm going to read these because I sent them to my son, who's a pastor. I would never have been able to tithe the first $1 million I ever made if I had not tithed my first salary, which was $1.50, which was probably for a week.
Yeah, that was John D.
Tell
Rockefeller.
us who that was.
Yeah, John D. Rockefeller, one of the richest men in history, said that he would have never been able to tithe the $1 million if he didn't start with $1.50 a week. And if John D. Rockefeller has that wisdom truth to share with you, how more importantly it is to share with your kids or your grandchildren about that truth. And I don't think there's ever an early age to start. You just start now.
Yeah, and I want to get to that, but let's finish this. I've observed 100,000 families over my years of investment counseling. I always saw greater prosperity and happiness among those families who tithed than those who didn't.
Sir John Templeton.
One of the wealthiest people ever.
Absolutely. Knew his way around investments.
Got one more. Give me 5 minutes with a person's checkbook, and I'll tell you where their heart is.
That's a strong, strong quote.
Billy Graham. All right. Now you, what is the reason for how attractive this book is? The paper, the pictures and all. Was the idea so that anybody might enjoy it, even a small child?
Absolutely, because money can be a dry topic, and I wrote it very short and to the point because after I tried to read a book a week, and what I noticed is you might buy a book that's 120 pages, but you get lost in the first 10 pages. So I wanted something clear and to the point and that kept your attention.
You're from a Christian home.
Born and raised.
So did you tithe from your very first allowance and your very first little job?
I wish, you know, I had one of those big moments in my life where, you know, the Lord spoke down to me at, 3 years old and said, you should always tithe, but I didn't. You know, it took me till I got to 14 to really witness that and what it has an effect on families.
All the way to 14, my.
Yeah, it took a while.
So why this book? Why was your just felt so important to write it?
I think it's one of the Luke 16:11 says, "So if you have not been trustworthy with worldly riches, who will trust you with true riches?" And that was a verse that really spoke to my heart. And because I, tithe the full 10%, but it was one of those where, I challenged myself, am I giving enough? And I'd love to be where Rick Warren is the reverse, living on 10% and giving away 90%. And I wanted to share with those biblical truths that I discovered in my wealth management business with other families that need some help.
Does that come into your counseling somewhat?
Absolutely. I believe that you have to bring the Lord into your checkbook because that's the only way to true success. And like I talked about, wealth comes in many forms, but you need to have the Lord there too.
when you look at money today, 10% is so small. It is so small. As we mentioned in your book, it says we're taxed 40%, which I believe.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps
hotel
more.
tax, hotel tax, cell phone tax. You add them all up, it's a lot of taxes we pay.
Do you find resistance? Because I think ministers get this feeling that if you're going to preach on money, you feel a resistance maybe. And it shouldn't be. I do think it's been abused. I really do. I'm Christian television, and I would admit that I believe in this medium, at times it has been abused. But the truth of it can't be denied.
Absolutely not. And I understand why a lot of churches shy away from speaking about tithing. But as a third party, I have no dog in the fight. I'm trying to share with families biblical truths that I've experienced and the experiences and the testimonies I've heard from believers that did take that leap of faith, that did step out on faith and tithe the full 10%.
I think that's pretty interesting, that's where you were coming from, that you didn't feel offended because somebody preached on something that is in the scripture. My dad was a pastor, and he used to always say, God knew if you could discipline 10%, you'd probably manage the 90% better.
Absolutely.
And I think that's very true. You call tithing Christian 101 stuff.
It's one of those where we're taught it, just like a lot of things, you know, sanctification, continually bettering yourself, and we kind of give it, you know, the treatment, well, that's good, that sounds good, but we don't always practice it. So it's Christian 101, but doesn't make it easy 101. It's hard to apply it, but we all know to do it.
You know, I feel that the pastor who won't preach on it with some regularity, maybe a couple times a year, impoverishes his people.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of them maybe sitting there who don't even know what a tithe is. And so that's part of the teaching. I was a minister of music in a church where the pastor was just, he was the most precious. He'd been there 35 years, so that tells you something. And every January he would preach on stewardship and would have testimonies. I think testimonies are great, you know, just people from the congregation, how God's blessed me because I did this. But he would always start out his sermon and say, you're not going to like this, but. So about
That's a way to start out, right?
So about the third year, I walked into his office. I said, if you ever again apologize for anything in the scripture, I'm going to walk off the platform.
That's right.
Of course,
Jesus never apologized.
That was in jest. The next Sunday he got up and said, now I don't apologize for one thing I'm about to say.
You listened, huh?
Yeah, because it's for the good of the people. There's a blessing that comes with it, and it's only 10%.
And you mentioned earlier about that the Bible talks more about money than almost any other topic.
Oh, yes.
And I believe I give families, when they're in my office, the kind of this analogy. When you go for heart issues, you know, maybe you have some blockage, they insert a special dye to see where your heart issues, where the blockage is. Money does that in a Christian's life. You know, money's injected to, and you see it in the seams of friendships, family, business, and it really shows where the heart issues of a Christian are. And so that's why I think he talked about it so much.
Yeah, and he said, you know, where your treasure is. That's where we're going to find your heart. Okay, you have some excuses in the book for not doing it. Do you want to list some of those?
Yes, I call them a lot of symptoms, you know. I forgot my book, I forgot my checkbook, I forgot my wallet. Oh, how convenient. I don't know where that money goes. I've heard the other excuse, well, that's what the Old Testament said. The New Testament says otherwise. It doesn't mention it. So I hear a lot of excuses, I would say.
Yeah, and when it comes to the Old Testament verses, and there are people who really believe that, but Jesus said, I didn't come to abolish the law.
To fulfill it.
I came to fulfill it. So some people say it's not New Testament. I think 10% that's just the starting point. That's a great place to start, and do it consistently and just watch what God will do. If you just join me, I'm talking with Andrew McNair, who got interested in this whole field of money, and he has his own wealth management business. Let's put that address, website on the screen so that you can get the book through that. Or no, we're going to offer you the book. But and I really think God directed you to zero in on the word tithe. We don't, I don't think we hear it as often as we should. but it's a Christian discipline.
Absolutely.
That is extremely important.
I think we shy away from the word because it means a tenth. And a tenth is a big leap for a lot of people when they're barely getting by sometimes.
But it is a leap of faith. You also mentioned in here, which I don't doubt, but I'd never thought of, that the percentage of tithers was greater in the Great Depression. So it had to be a different culture, different mindset.
My great-grandfather's 93, and seeing and hearing his stories about that generation, they understood a time of not abundance, but without. You know, those are the dark ages of American history, and it was not focused on just, you know, if I can buy a new car this year, it's can I eat this year? So when families come out of a time like that, the grateful heart they have, they just feel blessed to be able to give.
Well, there's something too about the disciplines of the Christian life that bring blessing, no doubt. I mean, if you stay faithful within your marriage and all that, there's going to be a blessing attached to that. If you train up your children in the way that they should go. And Jesus himself spoke more about money than any other, because he knew what a big thing it would be to us. And so he gave us the guidelines.
Right, and it surprises people. People say, well, you talk a lot about money. Well, I always say, well, you know, that's my business, but money is not important. It's just right up there with oxygen. So it's kind of something we should talk about sometimes.
Exactly. This is what you say about this book. I call it a no apologies book, actually. You say, my walk with the Lord has never been the same since the day I chose to tithe. And I want to show you how to tithe through a living testimony. Do you have testimonies from other people?
Oh, absolutely. I have many clients, and as you quoted, from really great men throughout history. You can look at Andrew Carnegie's life, John D. Rockefeller, Sir John Templeton. Those are people that did astonishing things throughout their life, made a difference, and actually became pretty wealthy, and they will attest to the tithes and the offerings they gave. That habit they formed was great for their whole life.
Now, like I said, this book is, I think, attractive for anybody. But what was the first age when you started to tithe? Do you remember?
It was probably about 14, 15. It's again when I started witnessing that. But I don't think there's ever too early. I wish I would have started earlier.
Yeah, so this should be something that is just part of the train up a child in the way he should go.
Absolutely. And I think we do a disservice sometimes as a parent and a grandchild. We maybe give an allowance of $100 and we say, oh, well, you know, Timmy, take that $100, spend it however you want. The problem is if we keep that habit, they'll end up 50 and broke like we maybe are. So I think you start there and say, no, you know, plead with them. Say, you know, you were paid $100 because taking out the trash and doing the dishes, but you got to put 10% in that offering plate and show them. And 15 to 20% needs to be in that piggy bank I bought you. And start those habits young, and like the old proverb says.
Exactly, because the American way is the credit card. If you just join me, pay attention to that website on the screen, and we're offering this book for that gift of at least $15, and you're going to find it delightful. However, it's a good book you can go through with your children because of the way it's laid out. So you can have it by calling 1-800-229-0059 or write to us at Homekeepers, Box 6922, Clearwater, Florida 33758, and we'll get it out to you for that gift of $15 to the program. And I hope somehow we've really encouraged or stimulated thinking on this should be just as automatic, you know, as taking a bath every night. I want to switch just a little bit. Because I read horror stories in the paper, and you're in this business, wealth management, of people who are approaching retirement, and their credit cards are maxed out to here, and they have very few dollars in the bank. It's like it's almost across the board. How do you deal with those people when they come to you? Because they're coming to you a little bit late in life.
Yeah. That's not a popular answer, and it's a hard question, but I won't dodge it. And the Lord talked on it about a lot. I encourage families to read Mark about the young rich ruler, and people say, well, that's an odd scripture, an odd parable to talk about. Well, Jesus talked to that young rich ruler, and that same story applies to if you're broke or if you're wealthy. He said the young rich ruler came. He said he was earnest for eternal life, and he said, you've completed all of my commandments, but you lack one thing. Go sell all your possessions, give it to the poor, and come follow me. And he went away saddened because he was a slave to his possessions. So it's not popular, but the real answer is sometimes you have to give up some things that you don't want to give up, like that really nice car, maybe downsize, refinance to a smaller house. It's hard decisions, but you got to.
I liked something you said here, that in order to tithe, you might have to cut back. We'll cut back for everything else. Why not the Lord?
Yeah, it's hard. That's not a very nice word. Back to the preachers saying it at Sunday. It's not a very popular message, but it's sometimes a necessary one. Yeah, and the disciples asked him. He says, "Well, then who can inherit an eternal life?" If you said that to the young rich ruler, and what he said was so encouraging. He says, "For men, it's impossible, but with God, everything's impossible." So what I took, the nugget from there is seek the Lord, and then pray, and then decide what you have to give up so you can be faithful and obedient.
I live at a rather new townhouse development. I cannot believe people have two-car garage. Their cars sit out all the time, which tells me they got all these toys in the garage.
Oh yeah.
You know, they don't have room for their car. And when I read that, because I'm an old war horse, I know a lot about tithing and all this. I've done it all my life. But when I read in there that you say you can't afford to tithe, you might have to cut back in order to do it. You don't go out to eat. You don't go to that movie, whatever. And boy, I think when the Lord sees you making those efforts,
if you draw near to Him, He'll draw near to you.
Yeah. Boy, it's been a pleasure to have you. And
it's been my pleasure.
You're a young man that's got a great message that you're teaching people of all ages. And again, the book is called Tithe, and we offer it to you for that gift of at least $15. And friend, if you've never ever tithed in your life, I encourage you so much to begin to put those offerings in your church, because there's a blessing that comes with it, and there's a stability that can come to your life. And I say it without any hesitation, without any embarrassment. It's scriptural. It works. I know it works. My family are all tithers. God's taking care of us, and He'll do the very same thing for you. So please join me next time, friend, remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.